Hello everyone, Dr. Natasha here. I am here to show you my favorite oral dental health products that I talk about all the time, so I just want to actually demonstrate and show, well, not demonstrate, I want to show you what they look like. I'm not going to demonstrate them today on my own teeth, but I want to give you a chance to take a look at what they look like. I'm going to start with the most essential one that I use multiple times a day, but it's a natural toothpaste. So I've searched far and wide for a toothpaste that I really love, and hands down my favorite one is the REDMOND Earthpaste. Actually the Spearmint one in particular, because it doesn't have xylitol or any other sweetener or anything in it. I just also love the spearmint flavor, but it is so simple. It pretty much just has purified water, bentonite clay, sea salt, spearmint essential oil, menthol, and tea tree oil. Those are the ingredients. I love this product. It doesn't foam like traditional toothpaste that you're used to, but I'm okay with that. And I am a huge fan of bentonite clay. It's such a great toxic absorber. It'll kind of pull things from your mouth, or even if you take bentonite internally, you can do internal gut cleanses with it. But this one, obviously, you just use to brush your teeth and you spit it out. But especially, you know, as you have immune flare-ups or you have any toxic buildup in your mouth, it actually pulls those toxins in and clumps them together in the bentonite clay. The spearmint and the tea tree oil will cleanse your mouth, give it a refreshing feeling without it being weird or strange on your teeth. So this one is my favorite product. I use it every day. Some alternatives to toothpaste too is kind of powders. So Earthpaste, REDMOND Earthpaste, they make a powder too. There's another line I like too called PRIMAL Life Organics. It's called Dirty Mouth Toothpaste. This is the spearmint one, this is the peppermint one, but it's similar ingredients. It's just bentonite clay, so it's this white clay, sodium bicarbonate, so it's aluminum-free baking soda, another French green clay, spearmint oil, and that's it. And so it's just a powder. I find it a little messier to use, but if you can't take liquids or paste with you somewhere, it's a great alternative. Or, you know, if you were to mix your own, that's how you would do it. So basically you take your toothbrush and you might get it wet a little and you'll dip it in the dirty mouth powder and you brush like that. And again, these clays, the bentonite, the French green clay, they're great at adsorbing you know, toxins, pesticides, mucus, any of those things that are kind of like lingering in our oral microbiome. They'll pull them together and clean them out so you can spit them out. So those are the powdered toothpaste. These are my absolute favorites when it comes to natural, holistic, fluoride-free toothpaste options. So I use this every day. This one's my favorite. And then along with that, I've made the switch from traditional floss to silk floss. So this is just one that I found online. As you can see, there's a silk bundle. It comes with a glass case, which is one of the reasons why I love it, because it's sustainable, it's reusable in that regard. There's not all this plastic casing on it. So you just kind of can screw off the top, and you can see here the little silk floss bundle. You can get refills like that. And the thing I love about this is silk is incredibly strong and sturdy and durable. And so you don't need to use as much of it. You can use a much smaller strip of floss and use it for your whole mouth. It won't break apart. And the other major reason I switched was because I actually saw the medical studies that came out, I think it was last year, where they found, they tested the blood on people who floss their teeth regularly with traditional floss and people who didn't floss their teeth. And they found that a lot of the plastics that traditional floss is made out of, they found those microplastics in people's bloodstreams. So as you're kind of flossing your teeth and the floss is breaking, or just the little bits of it, you can ingest those, they'll get into your body, and I don't want plastics floating around, microplastics floating around my body. So anything I can do to minimize that, I am all for, especially if they're, you know, breaking in my teeth while I'm flossing. So silk floss has been amazing. I really love that alternative, and it's an easy switch. It's more of an investment, but the use of it is the same as regular floss. So it doesn't feel different. It doesn't act different. So that's an easy swap that you can make. And then I also stopped using, you know, traditional mouthwashes or Listerines a long time ago. And in fact, I don't use too many mouthwashes because we don't want to kill all the bacteria in our mouth to begin with. We do want good bacteria to grow in our mouth. So it's not something I use regularly, but when I do, I'll use this one, the Essential Oxygen BR Rinse. I think this is the mint flavor, peppermint one, and I think they have one that's more like clove, you know, cinnamon flavored. But I really like this one because it has water, aloe vera juice, and it uses hydrogen peroxide. So it gives that like foamy, refreshing feel in the mouth if you ever feel like you need to gargle or rinse, just to kind of clean any germs out of your mouth or whatnot, or refresh your breath. It has peppermint oil, rosemary leaf oil, eucalyptus, lemon peel oil, and cinnamon leaf oil. And they're all organic. So this is a great mouthwash with hydrogen peroxide. It, you know, it gives you that refreshing mouth feel. But again, I encourage you not to kill too much of the bacteria in your mouth or do that too often. But it's a great way, even if sometimes I don't have any toothpaste or I'm traveling or, you know, I just want to do a quick rinse, I'll just pour some of this in my mouth and brush at the same time. So you get that kind of foamy hydrogen peroxide feel with the essential oils. So that's another product that I have on hand, but I don't use daily. These are my daily products. And then the last thing that I do daily and often is probiotics. So often we're thinking about how to clean our mouth or remove things, and we're doing things like pastes and rinses and things like that. But we also want to make sure we have really healthy oral microbiome. We want to re-inoculate our mouth after we've used, you know, things like antibiotics or mouthwashes or things like that, because we want good bugs in our mouth. They actually help keep us healthier. They enhance our immune system, and they help fight things like bad breath and plaque. So one of my favorites is Klaire Labs. This is the Therbiotic Complete Powder, and I actually prefer this form of it. So it's loose powder in here. It's not a capsule, but you can buy the capsule form. And basically the easiest thing you do is if you have those probiotics, you hold it over your mouth, you break open the capsule, and you kind of pour the powder internally on your teeth and your mouth, you know, the outsides of your mouth, your palate, and you swish it around in there, and you let that kind of sit in there before you drink water or swallow too much, because we often will take probiotics for our gut, but remember, our gut starts in our mouth. So Therbiotic Complete is one of these great dairy-free formulas, and it has really important strains like Lactobacillus salivarius or Pear acacia, which are really important for dental and oral health. They actually will help reduce cavities and bad breath and strengthen our oral microbiome and our teeth. So if you've never thought about that before, this might be the new thing you learn here is start taking probiotics directly in your mouth, and you know, take them away from things like, you know, don't do your rinse afterwards, because we want those bugs, the good bacteria, to stay in our mouth. I'll often do this right before I go to sleep, so it's the last thing that I do after my oral care routine, and then I'll dump some probiotics in my mouth and go to sleep, so that overnight they can, you know, try to set up shop in there. So this is really as simple as it gets. This and a toothbrush is my Earthpaste, my silk floss, and my oral probiotics, which also work really well for your gut. So if you swallow it, even better. Then there's, you know, I actually love using the sonic toothbrush, the electric one. But if you want a natural option, these are really great toothbrushes. You can buy all kinds of ones. This is a bamboo stick. It has activated charcoal bristles. Really sustainable because bamboo grows really fast. It's not like plastics or wood, so it's more biodegradable, and you're not just creating more plastic waste. So we like to get these. There's lots of different ones you can get. This is just one I found online. This is Primal Life Organics. They have this one with activated charcoal, and so that's a type of toothbrush you can get to reduce waste and have a more natural one. And then really when it comes down to it, you can just get some of these natural ingredients like the activated charcoal itself. These are the capsules, but you can buy the powdered form. You dump it in your mouth. Again, you brush it around and let all that black activated charcoal actually sit on your teeth, and it whitens your teeth. You can also get bentonite on its own, not in the toothpaste form, and kind of swish that around your mouth, or make your own homemade toothpaste and use things like peppermint essential oils. You want to make sure that they are ones that are high quality, can be taken internally, and you dilute them. But really, this is as simple as my oral health routine goes with a toothbrush or an electric toothbrush. And I used to be a person who would have cavities. I would have multiple cavities when I used to go to the dentist through childhood and teenage years. And ever since I kind of switched to fluoride-free and really worked on my oral microbiome, I have not had a single cavity, or I don't have plaque, I don't have dental issues. And I know that that's the bigger picture of holistic oral and dental health. So make sure you take care of that microbiome, reduce plastic use, and try to use as natural as ingredients as possible. I hope this video was helpful so you could see some of the products and how simple it can be. Like when I go traveling, I don't even bring the probiotics. I throw this into a bag when I go travel. I don't bring the electric. And that's all I need. So if you guys have any questions or suggestions or ideas, leave a comment down below or send me a private message. But I will link all of these for you so you can find them yourself online.